Hello and welcome to the first episode of Golden FC, the series I will be doing on the team I've been creating over the last couple of weeks called Golden FC, which involves over 250 of our followers on Twitter, either as players or staff members or other such people on the game. And there's 4 teams. There's Golden FC, and then there's the B, C and D team, and Golden FC starting in the Championship, B in the League 1, C in League 2 and D in the Blue Square Premier. And the players are free to move between them, so I can move them freely at any point quite easily. So basically, if a team, if a player performs well, then I'll move them up. If they perform badly, I'll move them down. Sort of see how they do over the course of three game chunks and just let them play wherever really. I've played 2 friendlies so far against the reserves of Golden FC, which is a lot of players in there as well. So there's so many teams. There's effectively 12 teams, because there's 3 in each of the set of 4 main teams, although because the managers of the other teams will choose who's in the reserves and under 18s, so I'm not sure about the reserves and under 18s of the other 3 main teams. But anyway, what I'm just going to do is just introduce this really. So if you want a screenshot of your player, just ask me on Twitter, and I will post it on our new blog. I've got 2 new blogs, but if you just go to our main blog, I'll show you how to. So just bookmark all these really, so then it's much easier to access. But on our Twitter, simply click on this, which is our main blog, which you may have seen before, which just has a few tabs at the top about our videos on YouTube, podcasts, a little shop which we made some designs, Football Manager t-shirts on, and then Golden FC. So just click on that and it'll take you here, and these are 2 blogs here. This one, which is the main one, which will be the story of Golden FC. I'll just do a few updates and let you know how it's going on through blog format. And then also we have a blog for screenshots, and as you can see, there's a lot on there at the moment, because last night I asked if anyone wanted a screenshot and we had a lot of people ask. So all you have to do is, if you've asked for one, I will post it on here in sections. So this is the first lot of screenshots requests. There's a lot. Simply just click on it and it becomes big. As you can see, it's Aaron Buckingham, and you can use the arrows on your keypad to just move along and look at them all and see if you're on there. I may miss you out, so just ask again if I've forgotten. But you have to ask me. I'm not going to post them unless you ask, because otherwise I'm going to have to post so many all the time of the players. So as you can see, there's quite a few here. And yeah, that's it. I will also post videos on the YouTube channel. So this video will of course be on YouTube as you're watching it, and I'll put it on our channel. And there'll be a series, so it'll be Golden FC episode 1, the introduction, episode 2, etc, 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 until we get to the end of the season. But a lot of questions asking if I'll put the database, upload the database online. I will after the first season. The reason behind that is if I upload it now, no one will bother watching my series, and I'll feel it was a bit of a waste of time doing all this and a lot of hard work for sort of nothing really. But yeah, you can enjoy that after I've done the first. It shouldn't take too long. I'm not doing anything in August. I'm going on holiday for a week, but I'll probably still play Football Manager a bit. I'm staying in England, so yeah, I'll get it done reasonably quickly. Although I will be doing videos at the same time, and I'm also doing my uni dissertation, so a few things to do, but I haven't got a job anymore. So I think I'll just show you the highlights of the first 2 friendlies so far. So with Golden FC, the first friendly, we what am I doing? Going to fixtures. We beat Golden FC reserves 4-0, and then we beat Dagenham and Redbridge 8-0. got a strong team, and all the players are pretty similar, so that's why I will move players freely between them all every now and then. So in this game, if you just pause the video now, you can see if you played. Golden FC reserves played. They don't really play a lot of the older reserves. They played a very young under 18s team. But I put out a strong team, made lots of subs. There's me, Paul Holden, and there's Tom Greenwood there. That's the Golden FC duo. So as you can see, I scored, but not upload highlights. What am I doing? Clicked on the wrong one. Oh no, it's not responding. But yeah, wait a second. Oh, here we go. Setting up match. Classic pitch view. So, if we just watch the highlights. This was the first goal. Went out to Lanes, he crossed it into Conley. Liam Conley with a great finish. He looks like a top striker, by the way. If that's you, well done. The database has randomised you very well. Of course, the top 5 attributes you chose, and then the rest I left as 0, so it would randomise it. And yeah, there's me with a header, even though I've only got 9 on heading. But awful at heading, even though I'm quite tall. But yeah, decent header, good goal. 4th goal was a corner. I took the corner, simply crossed it in, and Juan Mota headed it in, our Spanish defender. Someone chose that name. You know who you are. I know who you are. Lynch into Durrant. This is the last goal of the game. After I'd made loads of substitutions. Durrant ran through into Green. Simon Green, great finish. Well done, Simon Green. So that was that game, and then we went to the next friendly against Dagenham and Redbridge, and there was a lot of goals in this game. 2 own goals, but 6 goals from our players. I put out a similar team, but made 11 subs at half time. Then I got an injury and had to make another sub, as you will see. Yeah, so if we go to the first goal, which was in about the 14th, 15th minute, Ibrahim on the ball, Ben Ibrahim into McDonough, sort of played it around a bit, and then Ali, who I moved up from the Golden D team, who I noticed was actually a very good striker, Adam Ali, moved him up and he scored straight away. So that was a good move to move him up. Then the second goal started from a corner, which Ibrahim took from left back and crossed it in, and Thacker headed it home. Nice goal. The third goal, they were in possession, but Tom Greenwood, good old Tom, with a solid tackle, and Ali ran away, the Cypriot, and finished with a plum. Great finish, second of the game. Then I took everyone off at half time and brought on a new team, and Norman scored a penalty. Good penalty. I don't have many good penalty takers in the team, so no one really chose penalties. Some people chose penalties, but it's usually the youngsters. And the youngsters, you may moan. I bet I'm going to get so many people moaning, why am I so rubbish? It's because you're young, so you've got good potential. You'll reach those heights eventually in the game, but not in the first season. Lynch found the back of the net there with a good finish. Then it was an own goal, which I'll skip over. You're probably not interested in that. And then this goal, another corner. I'm not using any corner tactics, by the way. I'm using my own 4-2-2-2 formation, which I had on my West Ham save. That worked well. And Bodstedt scored a great header. But yeah, I've not done anything to the corners. I always leave them all mixed. Well, all those corner goals were on different positions anyway. So yeah, that was the second friendly. I'll just show you around the squad now. So we've got the main team. If you just pause it, then you can see if you're in that squad. We've got the reserve squad. Then the under 18s, it seemed to put them all together in one big lump. Millions, as you can see. Which was just crazy. So I've moved some of them to the other teams, but they don't seem to have strong under 18 squads. But I'm sure the managers of these respective teams will put some in the reserves and under 18s, I'm guessing. That would make sense if they did. Otherwise they're not very good managers. I made up the names of the managers, but some of you got the chance to be assistant managers. You can also ask for a staff screenshot. Unfortunately, they're all a bit rubbish. I don't know why, but I think they might reach their full potential because some of you are quite young. Like my assistant manager, Tom Green, who won the chance to be assistant manager, is only born in 1991. He's a 19-year-old assistant manager. But I made him quite good because I thought he deserved to be pretty good. This is the C team. Some players, such as ones from Indonesia, I don't think have work permits, and I couldn't find any way of selecting you to be able to have a work permit. So you might go on loan. The managers of these teams might send you on loan, but we'll just have to wait and see. You might be able to play in the reserves, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the D team. So our first game will be in the Championship against Southampton, but I will do live recordings of the friendlies against C, B and D, and that will be like episode 2, 3 and 4, so you can watch them and see yourself perhaps in the B, C and D team if you're not in the A team. So that would be quite good to watch, I think. But I think that's the end of episode 1. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're looking forward to seeing how your player does. I'm certainly looking forward to how this goes. I don't know where we're going to finish. I selected mid-table finish in the end. We may finish above that, we may finish below. We've got a strong team. Team report, as you can see. Me and Tom are quite good. I sort of over-exaggerated as a bit too much, but sorry about that. And Juan Mota is a great defender. And we've got basically so many keepers that are similar. It's just crazy. I had 8 in the first team at one point, but I've spread them out now and kept these 3. But that may change if they play badly, so we just have to see really how everyone does. Obviously I randomised the height and weight unless you asked specifically, and also right and left footed unless you asked specifically, so it might bring you out shorter or taller than you are in real life, or heavier and lighter, but that's not really that main of thing. It's all about your stats really. But I think that's it until episode 2. I'll see you then, and ask me if you want a screenshot, okay? See ya.